world videos. Ooh, Paradise world videos. Where it all get paid. Paradise world videos. Paradise world.
Paradise World videos, Saturday morning, Torrevieja, and a little weather update before we crack on with all the news. And yep, it started off a bit cloudy, dust in the air, so we had a dust shower this morning. But the good news is some parts of Spain are going to get 26 degrees. So yeah, that's the good news. But we've got some bad news and also all the latest news, what's going on in Spain. And the good news is the fuel prices are coming down. And not only that, we've got other news with bodies being washed up on beaches. Also, we've got a bigger European crime gang here in Torrevieja that's just been caught by the local police. And some good news as well if you're thinking of flying from Alicante to New York, and updates on Malaga to New York. So yeah, we're getting up to date with all the latest news this morning. And yeah, the sun's trying to break through as well, which is good news. Also, a house fire. If you ain't already watched a video yesterday I posted about all the millions of houses going to be affected in Spain with this new law coming out in the next 5 years. Really important that you have a look at that. But yeah, we've got some news about the petrol prices, and apparently it's been the 4-year low, the lowest it's ever been. So yeah, massive drop in prices. So if you're filling up your petrol cars or your diesel cars, it's been the lowest for 4 years. And I know here in Torrevieja last week, to prove how low it's gone, I was paying 1.25 a litre, and it was only a couple of weeks ago I was paying 1.45. So yeah, prices are dropping really quick. So yeah, massive free fall on the fuel prices, yeah, since 2021. And yeah, and it's all gone up, as you know, because of the Ukraine war that broke out and the crude oil prices, which caused a big rise. They're all saying it reflected in the data from the European Union on the oil bulletin, which shows that fuel prices have been declining steadily for about 3 weeks. Yeah, like I say, it has been dropping, and 1.25. Yeah, I was quite pleased with that. So yeah, the old petrol, 12% cheaper than what it was, and so is the diesel. So in the last 3 weeks, that is a lot of good news, especially for all these people on holiday coming over here, driving about as summer's kicked in. But the other news we've got is this big European criminal gang that's been busted here in Spain. And it was a joint operation with the national police that brought down a sophisticated European burglary ring. They've arrested 2 here in Torrevieja, but loads of people have been arrested in Alicante and Murcia. The 2 here were aged 29 and 33. So they raided their house here in Torrevieja, and yeah, they come across all the stolen goods. And yeah, they was breaking into basically high-end properties and bypassing all the security system and all the alarms and cameras. So when the police actually caught them, they caught them with all the tools on them and everything, and they was leaving all little traps and, you know, little markers. But yeah, they raided the property, and they got all these expensive jewellery and watches and cash and everything, as you can see in the picture. And the good news is a lot of people got their property back. And the police reckon they know they're of 8 burglaries they've actually targeted. So obviously they was after these big villas and places like that. But yeah, the good news is they've been busted. So yeah, the police are making a big warning to everyone. Don't post all your business on social media and let everybody know that you're not going to be in your property. Make sure you've got some good security locks, and make sure everything's locked up. I know a lot of people that make it blatantly obvious that they're not going to be in their property. They wrap their car up to protect it from the sun and the weather and everything. But of course, there's giveaway signs, isn't it? People know that you're not going to be in the property. So yeah, just keep your business to yourself, and make sure you get some good cameras and security locks. But these people were targeting rich houses. I've got some good news here anyway. If you want to get to America, New York, and of course it's a big ag here, isn't it? If you're flying from Alicante, you've got to go to the big hub here in Amsterdam. Well, we're a step closer, they reckon, to getting these flights away from Alicante Airport. Yeah, we'll be flying from Alicante to New York very, very soon. As you know, Malaga do already flights to New York, and they've just started up again. And they're saying that all the flights are going to be running up to September. So you can get to New York from Malaga, but good news is won't be long. We'll be doing it from Alicante. So yeah, sun's trying to break through here, which is some good news. But yeah, load of orange dust everywhere this morning. But it was forecast. I'll be glad when this weather finally passes, because they've been promising us that the weather's here to stay, and it's all good weather from now on. But every now and then we pop up with a Sahara dust cloud. But we have got some other kind of news as well, and fortunately we've got a body that washed up on the beach, Lasigna Beach here on Torrevieja Costa. They're yet to identify the person, and trying to get to the bottom of it, how it's ended up on the beach, but that was yesterday morning. He's washing up on the beach, eh? And we did have one a few weeks ago in Benidorm, and that was a missing person. And they're still investigating that one, how his body ended up being washed up on the beach. So, yeah, so a lot of strange things that are going on. Of course, there's a few cases in Malaga where they're finding bodies washing up as well. So, yeah, a lot of strange incidents with bodies washing up. But, yeah, it's all happening, isn't it, eh? I'll tell you what else happened as well. We had a big, serious house fire the other day down in San Bastian now. And a woman tried to commit suicide and set alight to herself in the house. She intentionally set alight to her sofa, and yeah, of course, she had a bit of mental health issues, and she had to be detained for it. But yeah, quite a serious fire. Luckily enough, they were all there pretty quick, the emergency services and the old fire brigade, the bombarderos. So yeah, she's in a psychiatric care now, and yeah, serious, eh? Attempted suicide and taking her ass down as well. So in Malaga, there's another case, and you ain't going to believe this one. This person is being done by the cruelty to animals and neglect, because in her flat, now we're talking about a flat here, not an house with like land and everything. In her little flat there, she had over 30 dogs and 9 cats, and they're all living in this, well, really bad conditions, they're saying, unsanitary conditions. So this 53-year-old woman has been charged yet for not taking care of these animals. 33 dogs, 9 cats, and yeah, she's going to be in a lot of trouble, and no doubt she will be allowed to have animals again. But why would you have so many animals? But they're saying the animals were badly neglected. They had no food, no water, no nothing. So yeah, another thing to note as well, it's holiday time. Everyone's coming to holiday in Spain all over, and yep, you need to make sure you've got enough cash on you, because if it happens like the other day, the old blackout, and they can't use electric terminals on your bank card or your phone, then you're going to be stuck. But not only that, when you're out and about, of course, you might need money, and you might not have enough on you, so you use the old cash machines dotted about all over the place. These cash machines absolutely cost fortunes to use, and if it's not the branch you're actually with and you're using any other machine to get money out, you can be charged anything up to €7, even if you only want to take out 10 or 20 euros. So yeah, €7 to take some money out on a cash till, and they're dotted all over the place. So yeah, just make sure you've got extra cash on you, because you don't want to be stung on these machines. We've got some real good news, because if you can't afford to come into these big cities or on the coast and buy property, we can actually buy property for €15,000 in a village in Andalusia. And that is how cheap you're going to pay for these houses. It's in a little town, which is La Carina in the province of Jaén. So yeah, €15,000, and people are moving to these places because they might be a little bit isolated, but you can live there for as little as that amount of money and have a property. This place in La Carina, yeah, they reckon it's one of the cheapest provinces. So this town in La Carina there in Jaén, property is so cheap down there, they reckon €644 a square metre. Unbelievable, isn't it, eh? And I'll tell you what is unbelievable as well. 4 policemen now walking along. Well, looky, they'll probably be down the other end. But they're just parking cars up all over the place. We've got 2 down there. We've got another police car there. I don't know how long this is going to last for, but yeah, it's good to see a bit of police about anyway. Another little town down that way as well, which they reckon Menchi Real was 679 euros a square metre. So really affordable to buy a place there if you can't afford to come here on the coast. Saying 4-bedroom houses from 40,000 euros and as little as 15,000 euros. I reckon it's got good network connections as well. It's got good roads and everything. So yeah, good transport links. Basically, they reckon it's got everything there, so you're not proper isolated. And you ain't far away from the main cities, that's what they're saying. And look at this, eh? This has just appeared, isn't it? All this seaweed. I've noticed that along here today. A lot of the beaches here, all that strong wind we've had and the waves have washed all this seaweed in. So yeah, they'll be out here soon cleaning all that up. If you're thinking of going down into La Carina there, they reckon it's got good job opportunities as well because they've got a lot of agriculture going on now and all kind of industries, motor industries. Tell you what we've got now along the promenade, they just installed all these new benches right along here and even up there and even further down, yeah. So right along here, new benches on the promenade and the ones just round the corner by the harbour, you can actually charge your phone up in it. Solar power. Yeah, a lot going on in it, eh? Woman with 30 flipping dogs and cats, bodies washed up. But the good news is we'll be able to get to America soon from Alicante, and if we want to drive there, we can get there even cheaper because the fuel prices are coming down. The flipping electric's gone up, isn't it, eh? The old electric's gone through the roof. Since the old blackout and the flipping billions they've lost, they've actually clawing it all back and they've increased the electric. And what makes you laugh is, it was only yesterday, everyone had free electric for the day, 8 hours, but they don't tell you about it because they reckon the wholesale price didn't cost anything yesterday. That don't make sense, innit? They shoot it right up, make so much money, they let you have 8 hours for free, and then they put it back up again. So yeah, electric here in Spain is crazy, and yeah, as you know, a lot of people commenting, let's all get solar power, and they're all making money in it because you charge it back to the grid as well. And if this blackout happens again, you ain't got no problem with solar power. But it ain't going to be cheap, oh no. Nothing's cheap, is it, eh? And if everyone starts rushing out and gets solar power, they're going to push the price up because of the demand. Yeah, the old ice cream will be busy soon. Sun's broke right through now. Nice, eh? Chill out along here in the morning. It's creeping up to 12 o'clock and yeah, busy already, isn't it? And not only that, we've got all the police force down here today, all along the beach. Never seen so many police. Yeah, really, really busy here, isn't it, eh? Loads of people about. And the old beaches are starting to fill up as well. Yeah, that's the latest news here in Spain, and yeah, I don't know what you think about all. The good news is I suppose the petrol prices are coming down and I can't wait to jump on the flight from Alicante to New York, but step closer. And enjoying the video as usual, give us a like and a comment what you think about today's subject, and you can always buy me a coffee. And it's hasta luego, Playa del Cura, Torrevieja.